Hey guys, it's your girl Yinka. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, it's a little different, I was really compelled to make this video because last year I had a vision board party with my business partner. Me and her run this lifestyle brand for creative entrepreneurs in the fashion and beauty space, and we decided to host our first vision board party, and I can include the link in the description box if you guys want to see how that went. But that was literally the first year that personally I took it upon myself to be intentional and make a vision board before the following year. So I made my 2020 vision board at the end of 2019. And my main focus for that initial vision board, which I will show you guys that vision board, was more, my blog and just general things. And I listed at one of the brands, one of the dream collaborations that I would love to collaborate with is Aritzia. And we had this vision board party in August, I believe. And literally the end of September, Aritzia reached out to me for a sponsored and paid opportunity, and correlation, causation, blah blah blah, but I was just really inspired, and I was just happy that I wrote the intentions down as a specific brand that I wanted to work with, and that actually ended up happening. So long story short, I came across Erin on Demand, and she is an awesome entrepreneur that's just literally sharing her journey, her hustle, her mistakes, things that work. And she created this video called Not Your Average Vision Board, which I'll also include the link down below. And when I watched that video, so I ended up watching that video I think like in January, and I was like, oh, all right, I've never seen, I've never heard the methodology of creating a vision board this way, because normally what I was used to and what I even did for the event that I hosted with Shin was that we had a whole bunch of magazines, different words, different phrases, we would just talk amongst the group and just cut things out. There wasn't really any customization to it. And when Erin broke down her vision board and how she revamped it, I was like, yo, I have to do it. I gotta do it. I have to do it. I have to. And I just love the fact that how she referenced the vision board being more detailed and specific, right? We're calling this a vision board, right? So we should be detailed. And on her vision board, I believe she broke it down into like 4 to 5 sections. Decided to do the same. But before we move forward with how I decided to revamp my old vision board, I want to show you guys my old vision board. So this is my old vision board. And it's quite general. But I'll explain to you guys some of the things that I put on here. So here is where I had the dream collabs, where I had Aritzia and La Mer listed, and that actually ended up happening. And then I had a few quotes that I found that really spoke to me, like grow your mind, your business, and your profits, innovate, Jimmy Choo, see the glow, your impact is bright. Because pretty much in every, whether it's my corporate job or my YouTube channel or my jewelry line, I just want to make an impact and help people and support people. And also on my board, I included a few business schools, Columbia Business School, Harvard, and NYU, because I want to get my MBA, and that's just something that's been on my heart. And I have to share with you guys that whole story. So at the time, that is what, I put. And I also put your glow on. I'm working on a series where I'm just documenting the entrepreneurship side of my journey, and it's called On the Glow. So that's where that came from. I have being debt free. I have Fendi, faith. Faith is like my word. And I just believe that faith is just so important for any aspect of your life. Like, you have to have faith. On this side, I have luxury, curl power, big ideas, the breakthrough, it's a smart thing to do, richer life, luxury in the kitchen. So as you guys can see, this is like very, like, yes, there are some specifics, but it's still quite generic, and it's not it doesn't really tell a story and it's not really visionary, if that makes sense. So this was the vision board I created at that event. And after watching Erin's video, I was like, yo, I have to revamp my video. And literally since I would say like February of this year, I've been meaning to do it. And then, you know, I just been putting it on the back burner, and then everything with Corona's happening, and now I'm working from home, I'm working remotely, which, you know, I'm just trying to take advantage of, you know, focusing on work during work hours and then just hustling on my, you know, blog and entrepreneur ventures after. So I just told myself I have to do this and I have to be intentional, make time. So one of the first things I did, I have this planner that I got from Target, and it's the Self-Made Weekly Planner, and it's by the Create and Cultivate team. So what I did is I used their boss board. They have an area of the planner called a boss board, and it has like little dots where you can like draw, sketch. And what Erin did on her vision board is that she broke down her, you know, goals that she wanted to achieve into like 5 categories. And another point she brought out that made a lot of sense is that with the vision board, keep it to like, you know, goals that you can accomplish ideally within the year or 2, but don't go too far out. If anything, you should always have a supplementary notebook or planner where you write down like all your detailed goals just for the sake of putting pen to paper and confirmation. So with the boss board, I broke it down into 5 categories, you can say. And this is pretty much how I marked up. I know it's kind of hard. So yeah, this is pretty much how I marked up my boss board. And how I broke it down is that first I chose my mantra, and my mantra, which I already knew what it was gonna be, is consistency. So consistency is my mantra for 2020. So under the mantra area, I decided to pull a biblical quote, a quote from Tony Robbins, a quote from my dad that he would always tell me growing up, and a picture of myself. So that is pretty much like faith and motivational section of my quote that falls like under the mantra and what that consists of and what it means to me. And then I have finances. So with finances, I broke it down into, so what she said to do, which makes sense to make it less overwhelming, is for like each section, summarize it into 3 to 4, or even if it's just one big goal, right? So just summarize it and write it out. So that's what I did here. And then with each goal, I now created a visual. And when she said that, I was like, yeah, we're making a vision board for our future, for our goals, for what we want to accomplish. And even if some of the things we don't accomplish, it will lead us to where we should go. You should be detailed. It should be detail oriented because it's your personal vision, what you hope to accomplish. So I took each point. I pretty much had like 3 to 4 for each, and I narrowed it down my goals into 3 to 4 bullets in my notebook. And for each one, I started to work on creating a visual. And I love when she showed that for her black and gold, or gold and black brand that she has, she literally had a picture of Issa wearing her shirt. Like, that's literally how detailed you should get. Like, if you own a brand or a company, Photoshop a celebrity wearing it, holding it in their house, or, you know, Photoshop your bank account with a certain amount of numbers in it. So I just love that detail aspect, and Canva makes it really easy to Photoshop without having like the Photoshop experience. So there's no excuse. All right, so after I had everything written down and I liked it, I proceeded to make my images, and I would just go through and highlight as I created the images. And I just literally had to sit down, be intentional, and take the time to create it. And I created all my images on Canva that required Photoshop, and then I just used Microsoft Word to print the rest. And I did like a tester in black and white just to make sure the sizes were how I want it to be. And then once it was, I printed everything in color. I have a printer in my room. To this day, I still don't even know how some of my friends live in their houses or apartments and don't have printers. I have to have a printer in my house. Like, what? So printed everything out, after I printed everything out, I proceeded to cut everything and, you know, lay it out. So another thing she did that, as you guys saw, I used a cork board, which was huge. I love the fact that she said that she just got a picture frame and utilized the cardboard backing in the picture frame. And I was just like, one, you can customize the background. She used a sticky contact paper. I found wrapping paper that I just had because I didn't want to buy anything new. And you can customize this frame to not only fit the aesthetic of your room, but it is easy to hang because it's on a picture frame. Duh. So with that being said, I got a 12x16 picture frame from Hobby Lobby, and of course I got it with the gold trim. I'll turn it around when I'm ready to show you guys, but I'm just explaining, just to go with the aesthetic in my decor and in my home. And then the only additional things that I purchased were stock paper and glitter paper and glue. Other than that, everything else I had in my house. So then I proceeded to lay things out and organize things the way I wanted it to be. So once, you know, I glued the pictures to the back of the I glued the pictures to the back of the stock paper and cut it out and then replaced it to make sure everything fit. I was like, boom, this is gonna work. So I'm gonna show you guys my new vision board and go through it with you guys. You know, I know some people are like, oh, be careful who sees your vision board and stuff like that, you know, and I believe that with your vision board, right? I decided to redo mine and I want to share it with you guys to inspire you, but you know, you don't have to share it with everybody. And even with me, I plan to hang it in my closet, like the side wall, so like I can still visually see it, but at least when I'm filming, even as for me, I plan to hang it in a place that's visible but not so visible. So I plan to hang mine in my closet but like on the side wall, so at least when I open my closet I can see it, but I don't have to worry about taking it down for any reason if I'm filming or if, you know, I just don't want it to be out in the open. Even though I know you guys are gonna watch this video, so like it is what it is. But what I'm trying to just share with you guys is that you guys don't have to like hang it out in the open. You can put it like in an area where like you can see it when you're ready, or slide it behind something if you don't want it to just be out in the open. So without further ado, let me show you guys my new vision board. Ready, set, voila. This is the new vision board. Sorry, I know my light is quite strong, but as you can see, this is the new vision board. So I'm gonna go over some areas with you. So of course I started with 2020 and my mantra in the middle. My mantra is 2020 consistency. So starting on the right, I have one of my favorite biblical passages, which is Proverbs 3 verses 5-6. I have a quote from my dad, which is, the formula to success is determination plus goal setting plus concentration and focus plus courage. And of course I have my favorite word, faith. This is one of my favorite Tony Robbins quotes as well, and it is, deciding to commit yourself to long-term results rather than short-term fixes is as important as any decision you'll make in your lifetime. So this is pretty much my mantra and inspiration section. So then here we have finances. So under my finances, I have the Dave Ramsey logo and debt free, because I am currently on my journey to be debt free, and I actually plan to film a video once I'm at my halfway point, and then just keep you guys updated on that journey. So by the end of 2020, your girl, I'm putting it into existence, will have 0 debt. That is the plan. And then for income streams, you know they say the average millionaire has 7. So here I actually have 8 income streams on a graph. I didn't put specifically what they are because I'm open and, you know, we make plans and life hits us with reality. So I just kept it kind of general, but I would like to have 7 income streams by the end of this year. And then under corporate, as I've mentioned before, I am a supply chain management professional by day, and I would just continue to like to grow in my corporate field And a few things I have here are certification that I'm currently studying for, which is the Certified Supply Chain Professional. And I also want to study to become a certified Scrum Master. And then I put the Afrotech logo because I actually planned to go last year, but this year I definitely will plan to attend like any virtual conferences or anything to have until, you know, things get, you know, cleared out with the virus. So, you know, I just want to continue to grow in my career and learn as much as I can. Then over here at the bottom, I have my blog, Yours Truly Yinka, and I have my skincare brand, Lena June. I put an updated list of dream collabs, which include Shopbop, Home Depot, Louis Vuitton, right? Why not? A girl can dream. Crate & Barrel, Net-a-Porter, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, West Elm, and Dior. And then under, I did a screenshot. I also was inspired by Erin with this. I did a screenshot of my YouTube channel on mobile. And by the end of this year, I would love to see my channel grow to at least 75,000 subscribers. And I know that it's definitely doable, and that's why at the end of the day, my mantra for 2020 is consistency. Because with consistency, you learn, you do better, you make better videos, you grow. I can connect with you guys and learn more about you guys. I'll meet my goals. So I also have a cover of Vogue. I would love to start to get more press this year with my blog and my brand. Not Vogue, that would be awesome. And then I also have Jeweltorials, which is an initiative that I plan to start this year, and I'm excited because I feel like it's gonna be really unique in the jewelry industry, and being a woman of color, just growing and having my voice and hopefully making an impact. So this is my favorite side of my vision board, and this is jewelry. My jewelry line, Yinka Orison. I have a few celebrities that I would love to see wearing my pieces in the future. So I have Lady Gaga, I have Yvonne Orji, I love Yvonne, Rihanna, Beyonce, Meg Thee Stallion, and then I just found out, well, I'm sure you guys did too, that Insecure, which is one of my favorite shows, was renewed for season 5. And I just love and appreciate everything Issa and her team are doing to showcase the stories of Black women who are young professionals who are, you know, just trying to figure out life, you know. So I would love for the costume designer team to utilize even just one piece of my jewelry for any episode in season 5. I would just like be floored. I would just be so grateful. So I was just putting that into the universe. You know, maybe Issa might be watching my video. I love you. But yeah, so I really love this section because it really exemplifies what a vision board is, which is literally making your visions come to life. Yeah, that is pretty much my vision board for 2020, and I love that, you know, I can easily hang this up, and then come 2021 I can just easily, you know, decide to tear everything off or just put brand new paper over it and start for 2020, or I can literally just keep it and buy a new picture frame if I want, and I can just keep them down the line of the years. But so yeah, this is the new vision board, and I hope that I've inspired anyone who, even if you haven't made your vision board yet for 2020, it's not too late. I'm telling you, everything going on, now is the time to just like really hone in, focus on what's important, focus on the things that you want to accomplish, the things that you want to do, the things that make you happy, and also how whatever you want to do and whatever your dreams are, how you can also establish a digital presence for that. So with that being said, I hope you guys found this vision board revamp video helpful and encouraging. And if you decide to redo your vision board or finally decide to make one, tag me in the comments below, share with me, share your pictures. You can find me on Instagram or Twitter at YoursTrulyYinka, and like, let's, you know, support each other, support each other's goals, and just keep things focused so that we can achieve what we want to achieve in 2020 despite what's going on. I hope you guys enjoy my video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye!